I like to be early. My ideal thing is to try to be early, but the reality it is just hard because gauging timing with stuff. And I'll never forget my brother-in-law, Pete, who watches this. Pete, by the way, love you. He said to me one time, and this was many years ago, he goes, dude, you're going to be late to your own funeral. And I go, man, you have no idea, because you go meet with clients and you don't know if this guy's going to be 10 minutes or it's going to take an hour and 15. Mm-hmm. Like last night, I was at an appointment for 2 hours. I went out to a market analysis 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And usually market analysis take 30 minutes. I walk through.
Yeah, there's other ones where you walk in and they just want to know a value and you don't have a lot going on and you just get through and do it.
Yeah.
And the other ones where they really want to know about you.
Yeah. They want to sit down and go through
offer.
Every detail and talk about, the strategies and everything in between.
And you just have to meet people where they're at.
That's right.
If it's quick, it's quick. And if it's not, you can't just say, I've got other things to do.
Yeah. Well, I was late so much that I had to come up with a line. So I have a line I use every time. I go, the last conversation needed to end when it needed to end.
Yeah.
So I had to give that customer the time they deserve.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can give you the time you deserve.
That's a great way to say it. That's fantastic.
Because that is the truth.
We're
not showing up late because we don't care.
Yeah.
Even if I was just late.
Yeah.
That's still the story they're getting.
First appointment of the day. That last guy needed.
Yeah. Even if that last guy was your wife or your kid.
The amount of time they needed.
Well, and I say that to say this. Pete got into mortgages. This is 10 plus years ago.
Now he knows.
Pete, not always on time now, are you, buddy?
That's right. That's right.
And he did say to me, he goes, oh my gosh, I had no idea, because, you just trying to juggle schedules and conversations and stuff. And it is very difficult. And you're walking out the door and something comes in. That's the thing. And we've talked about this before, is you wake up unemployed every day. I mean, you're out trying to build your business and secure clients and things like that. And so, when that call comes in, you have to be attentive to it. You've got to take the time and talk with that person. Even though you're walking out the door to go run and have dinner with your family, you got to take those extra minutes and have a conversation with a client that just called you and meeting you and talking to you for the first time.
And sometimes it's not even about earning their business. It could be a time sensitive thing. Maybe they call and say, hey, I just got this, lead that hit Zillow a few minutes ago, and it's everything we've been looking for. And maybe you've written 4 offers on them already. They've missed out on every single one of them. Do you really say, well, I'm getting ready to have dinner. I'll catch up with you in a couple of hours. Or do you say, you're right. We need to go do that right now.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that, we take care of you in the manner that we need to take care of you. And so that's sometimes the issue too, is making sure that when people need attention right now, you get it right now.
Yep. I have the $10,000 taco story.
Mm-hmm. I know, I've heard that one. That's heartbreaking.
I've just been working my tail feathers off. And I remember a phone call came in from a potential client, and I was just about to sit down with dinner with my family and eat some tacos. And they all kind of looked at me, and I looked at my phone, and I just went, you know what? Let me just sit down and enjoy dinner with my family. And so I sat down and enjoyed dinner, and I called them back, I think 30 minutes later, and they said, sorry, you didn't answer your phone. We called somebody else. They showed us the property. We're making an offer. And it would have been about 10 grand. But at the same time, for me, it was like, that was a bummer, but at the same time, I have to release it and say, it is what it is. I have to spend time with my family. If that deal didn't come my way, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah. And that's the mentality you have to take. There is a balance
you have to find.
So I'm going to follow up with your conversation here, Shannon, on your daily, what your daily looks like, because we didn't delve into going and getting the eggs from the hen house and maybe fixing a fence out on the farm.
Yeah.
But so when 5 o'clock comes, you just punch the clock and you check out, right? I mean, that's your day.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Once 5 o'clock comes, my day is mine.
Yeah.
No, that never happens. No, and I've shared before that I carry my laptop with me. If I, have to, even if I'm just gonna run and grab a Starbucks, or if I'm gonna run to the grocery store because I need to grab a couple groceries, I take it with me. And a lot of times I'm sitting in a parking lot on my hotspot, sending something to someone or writing up, an addendum or whatever needs to be done, I'm doing it in between those things. But I do that a lot, and we kind of laugh about it because there are plenty of times where, I'll get a call and I'm talking to someone and, they don't really know that I may be, wearing rubber overalls and I'm in the middle of a field trying to, fix irrigation equipment, and
I'm FaceTiming you every call now.
and I'm doing something like that while I'm, trying to schedule a home inspection or, texting somebody something or taking phone calls for things. And then I'll say, yeah, give me just 1 second and get my computer up and I'll call you right back. And then I'm running as fast as I could over, 10 acres to get back up to the house to pull out my laptop to do something. You can get really torn because you do still have a life that has to be done, but we don't get the luxury of punching in a clock 9 to 5 and saying, I'm 9 to 5, I'm 100% in work, and now that I'm done, I'm 100% at home, and my family, my home, my animals, whatever, everything, my personal life gets this. No, I mean, I've had plenty of times where I'm dropping off a payment somewhere or running by the post office in between showings, or this morning, before I got here, I met a contractor right at 8:00 to get in to look at some repairs. And then I drove over and went through a drive-through and grabbed my egg bites at Starbucks. And then I hit the board office and I picked up a check and scheduled some continuing education. And then I get to the office and then I sat down and I did an hour's worth of stuff while we sat and talked before we get ready. And now we're podcasting, and in between that, I've, got my phone here and you're taking care of little things. Your day looks different every single minute and you're bouncing between personal stuff, work stuff, taking care of everything, because we don't have a traditional 9 to 5 where you're either in work mode or home mode. You're kind of in that mode all the time, round the clock.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? At 9, 10 o'clock at night, what's my favorite text to you?
Yeah. Are you busy? Are you up?
10 o'clock at night. Shannon, you busy?
To me.
Nope, I'm right in front of my computer. What you need? Right. That's when I do some of my best work. That's when it's quiet and I can get some continuing education done, or I can get some, finally kind of organize a bunch of stuff that's been in my email that I need to pull out and make sure I, send it out to a million different people or whatever needs to be done.
Yeah.
That's the quiet time you can get stuff done.
Yep. So you fed it in.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you expanding little more details on your day, because I think it's important people understand that, you fit work and life. It's just kind of this dance that happens every single day, because no day looks exactly the same. I could wake up tomorrow and have 7 appointments on the books, or I could have nothing on the books and be running just as hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some days I say that a lot. I say, I don't have much going on today, honey. Let's go. Maybe we'll make time for lunch. And then it's 2:00 and he's like, I'm really hungry. And I'm like, just grab a sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not going to happen today.
Yeah.
I thought it would.
There's some carrots in the fridge.
Yeah.